Jerry Shenk from 4-Star Video is here with his video picks of the month. Good to see you again.
Here we are for the February month.
What do we have?
One day longer than usual.
That's right.
To watch movies.
I have a birthday this year.
Oh, you were a February 29th kind of person?
Yep.
That explains a lot. Now, for our first film, Mr. Holmes. Ian McClellan plays Sherlock Holmes at age 93.
Interesting. His
doctor at the beginning tells him to put a dot in a notebook every time he forgets something. You see the notebook throughout the movie, and there are dots all over the page. He cannot remember his last case, which was left unsolved. So he tries to go back and solve it. And it's a kind of course, McClellan is not 93, and there are flashbacks when they have to make him up younger. But it's an interesting case. He's got an interesting sidekick and an interesting hobby, raising beehives and doing bees. So it's really quite a mixture of stuff, and really very good. McClellan is just great.
Well, he's such a great actor.
Oh, yeah. As a man of extreme intellect who is kind of losing it, but gains it back. Yay.
Wow. Okay.
Next, Taiwanese film called The Assassin, all right? And she is kidnapped as a child and trained in the martial arts by a nun. Don't ask.
I was going to, but I guess I won't.
Don't. And anyhow, she is not a good assassin because she refuses to assassinate someone because his son is present. So they sent her on a trip to assassinate the man to whom she was betrothed before she was kidnapped. And this movie is beautiful to look at. You could take about any film, and any scene, and put it on your wall.
Really?
And people would comment. And the way the camera works, the way this assassin hides in the trappings of the tents, it's in ancient China. In the trappings of the tent, and you see her, then you don't see her, then you see, it is really excellent.
And where's it from, Taiwan?
Taiwan, it's Taiwanese film, yeah. Set in China, in ancient China. And there are some action scenes that suddenly come and go. Where she grabs the sword, whoop, 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 and then you go on. And a prologue in what we would call black and white, which is almost crystal pure. It's just gorgeous black and white. Not just black and white. Yeah. It shines. So it's a good watch, beauty.
All right.
Next, Mark Ruffalo doing Infinitely Polar Bear. People haven't heard of this one.
No, I haven't heard of this one, Jerry.
No. The polar comes from his daughter's interpretation of the word bipolar, which is a disease from which he suffers. The plot is basically he's been in rehab and is now out, and his wife has to move from Boston to New York for 18 months to attend a graduate program so they can get more money. And he has to take care of the daughters, who are spirited, so we say. And this leads to all kinds of family stuff and so on. And it's a very good portrayal of bipolar things.
So it's a drama.
Yeah, there's some funny stuff in it. I mean, obviously there's going to be. But it's basically a drama, and a very good one. He does just an excellent job.
He's come a long way.
Yes, he has.
I mean, he's quite an actor now.
This is quite a good show, so I would really recommend it. Anyone seriously interested in abnormal psychology should see it, because it's a portrayal of that kind of thing, and a sympathetic one.
Great.
And last, for those of you raised on R.L. Stine, Goosebumps. Having two daughters, I've read the Goosebumps. And the conceit here is that R.L. Stine lives in this small town of Madison, Delaware. And he has his monsters all locked up in his books, and one of them gets loose and starts terrorizing the town, and pretty soon they're all loose. And the funny thing is he has his daughter and the guy next door who just moved in and his kind of semi-buddy at teenage stuff. And there's so much funny comments on society and on, teenage angst. And then these horrible monsters all over the place. Don't let your young people watch it unless they're old enough to read Stine.
And that would be?
Well, I don't know, 12, 11, 10.
So it's not for the little kids, but it is for?
No, little kids probably be scared.
Middle age or middle school?
Middle school. Oh, yeah, definitely. He's just got a lot of stuff. And R.L. Stine actually makes a guest cameo appearance in the movie. Yes, Jack Black who's playing R.L. Stine, introduces him as Jack Black. Which is a funny moment,
That is funny.
And so we looked up quick on our internet, and yep, that was Stine. So it's a fun movie.
4 great titles, and they're all available at 4-Star Video. We also have them listed at channel3000.com in case you missed them. Good to see you, Jerry.
Okay.
We'll see you next month, and we'll be right back with a final check your forecast.
And happy birthday.
Thank you.